Hi everyone, welcome back to the Gypsy Caravan. I'm Shan. Today we're going to be doing the Bohemian installment for my Valentine's Day Look Book. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and follow me on all social media. My handles are down here for you. So let's get into this look. To start, we're going to prime my lids. I am using Painterly and a JH30 brush. Priming your lids is an easy, simple step. You should know how to do this by now. Just take it from inner corner to outer corner, lash line to brow bone. Super easy. To prime my skin today, I'm using the Instaglow serum from Isabella Garcia. I'm going to buff a dollop or two of this with a 188 brush into my skin. It's a really sticky, tacky, grippy sort of priming serum that gives the skin a really nice hydrated, insta-glow sort of effect. And this is perfect for the look I want to achieve today. For foundation today, I'm going in with my Vibrancy foundation from Josie Maran. I'm going to apply this with the same 188 brush and just buff this into the skin. I am in the shade RG10 Supernatural. And this foundation is quite interesting because it caters for all skin types. You can be super oily or ridiculously dry, and this foundation is going to sit beautifully on the skin. Because it contains argan oil, it's going to hydrate and plump up the dry skins. But it contains some kind of extract. I don't know what voodoo magic is in this foundation, but it helps to dim down and just strip back some of the oil in the face, which is why it's such a great foundation to cover a lot of skin types. It's also medium to full coverage, so you can build up the coverage if you want to, because of course this foundation is buildable, and you can strip it back slightly like I have and just use a sheer little amount. After buffing it in with a brush, I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender. Actually, this is the Real Technique sponge, my apologies. And I'm just going to pick up any excess and just push in that foundation so that we don't have any streaking. I am using concealer today just to bring down the pinkness in my eye. So not to necessarily conceal or brighten underneath my eye, just to take down the pink stain from the eyeshadow wore the day before. I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer in the shade 03 Fair. And I'm just going to blend this out underneath my eyes with my Real Technique sponge. Damp sponge, if you will. This just creates a more even, natural finish, and it picks up any excess product that we may have been a little too heavy-handed with, and it's just going to blend this in beautifully. So now to semi-bake my makeup and also hotspot the rest of my face, I'm going to go in with the Infallible Translucent Powder by L'Oreal. I'm still taking that damp sponge. I'm just going to set the concealer underneath my eyes. This is just going to smooth out that area as well while setting the concealer. That's why it's called a semi-bake, because we are kind of pushing the powder into the face. I am then going to hotspot the rest of my skin, which is essentially dimming down the oil on my nose and just hotspotting my forehead and chin area so that we have no oily spots. I am using a mineral blush for my eyeshadow today. This is Mocha Mist by Mika Beauty, and it is technically a reddish undertone, sort of brown actual blush. Girl, I don't know what I'm saying. It's a very sheer reddish brown rustic sort of color, and I'm going to blend this out all over the lid, all over the crease, inner corner to outer corner, lash line to brow bone, and just diffuse it out. I'm using a big fluffy brush to do this. The reason why I'm using this color is because I actually want to give the illusion that my eyes are tired and that maybe I have had a little too much to drink, and it will make sense in a few seconds. I'm then going to line my waterline with a cream color pencil. This is a Chromographic pencil by MAC. And then I'm going to take a small blending brush or a medium-sized blending brush and take some of that blush again and run that through my lash line. I'm going to pull this down as far down as I can go. I technically want my eyeshadow and my blush to melt in together and kind of be draped and one in the same. So you can take your eyeshadow as far out, as far down, and as far up as you want, because this look is technically a little bit more editorial. So the more diffused out you can make it, the more editorial and fashion forward this look will be. I'm then going to add a little bit of dimension by running a bit of a brown pencil through my lash line. I'm only going to do the bottom. I don't want to do the top because I do want my eyes to look heavy and saggy and sore. I know that doesn't sound very appealing in a makeup look, but this is the kind of vibe I go for when I am looking for a little bit more of a rustic sort of makeup look. Also, I do call this my hangover look, or my hangover look, and again, that will make sense in a few seconds when we do go in with blush. So now I'm switching over to a blush brush. This is by Smashbox, and again taking the exact same blush, and I'm literally draping this all over my face. I'm pushing it into my eyeshadow in the outer corner. I'm draping this low down on the cheekbone, under the cheekbone, not really contouring with it, but contouring with it. I'm taking this across the nose, the bridge of the nose, just kind of creating a panda shape around the face. And this is where that drunken hangover look comes from. It was technically a trend a few years ago, and it's just you've got a little too much color in your skin, or you've had a little bit of a sun-kissed glow from the sun across your nose. Not that you look burnt, but a warm overall look across the face, and I absolutely adored that when that trend came out, and I will never let it go. So that's sort of the effect you should have with your eyeshadows and your blush. It should be draped within each other. And then just to keep the brows super natural, I'm just going to set them with a brow gel and then just kind of fill in and taper out my brows where I need to. I'm going to use my Shape and Shade pen by MAC to do this. The overall look is very natural, very run through a sunflower field look, if you will. So of course we need to look a little sun-kissed, you know what I'm saying? So now I'm taking a deeper shade of eyeshadow. This is Star Violet by MAC. It is a rusty sort of color, so very similar to the blush, but it has a slight purpley brown undertone. As you can see here, applying it to the lid, it's just going to add a little bit more of a bruised sort of color to the eye, and I absolutely adore this color. This look is very autumnal. The colors are very bruisey, make your eyes look sore, but I find it to be the most beautiful color combination for an eyeshadow, or an eye look rather. So just run this through the lid and the crease. You don't need to take it all the way up to, like past the crease. Just keep that depth quite low in the lash line. I'm then going to give my lashes a quick curl, and then going in with my usual Fenty mascara just to give my lashes a little bit of length and mainly volume. I do want my lashes to look a little bit chunkier here, so I am taking the time to just apply the product at first, and then I'm going to tease my lashes through, and then I'm going to take the tip of the brush and push the tip through the roots of my lashes just to make them look really heavy, really dense, and really like thick and voluminous. I do prefer a chunky lash with this sort of look, but you can do your lashes how you prefer. If you would prefer them lengthened and separated, then you can of course totally do that. I also did my bottom lashes, and now I'm going to go in with a really metallic highlighter. This is by Mika Beauty again. It's in the shade Sunlight, and I'm just going to drape this across my face like I did with that blush. Essentially with a super metallic blush highlighter, with a super metallic highlighter like this, it is going to create a very glowy, almost sweaty look to the skin, and that's of course what I want. I want to look like I've been out working in the farm fields, you know what I'm saying, but obviously in a very glamorous sort of way. And then I'm going to set the face with my Catrice setting spray. This is the Ultra Last Fixing Spray. And then once that has gone across my face, I'm just going to fan this down. If you don't take the time to dry your setting spray, everything moves. You create creases in your skin, your mascara transfers. So just take the time to look in one spot and allow your setting spray to dry. I'm going to do a blurred out lip today. So I'm going to be taking this shade here from my lipstick palette. It's a satin lipstick. It's called Retro, and it's by MAC. And I'm going to press this in with my finger first, just to get that color all over the lip at first. And then to create the blurred out lip, I'm going to swap out to a blending brush. I am going to be using a 224 to do this. So once I've pushed the color in with my finger, I'm going to take the blending brush, as you see here, and I'm just going to blend out the edges of the lip. But I'm going to concentrate most of my blending around the cupid's bow and around the bulge of my bottom lip. And what this is going to do, it's going to accentuate the lip and extend it vertically. If you do a blurred lip and blur it out to the sides, that's when it can look very clownish, and it will actually pull down your lip and make you look very sad. I've already got turned down lips, so I don't need that. Then for additional blending across the Cupid's bow and the bulge of my lip, I'm going to go in with a Powder Kiss Bullet by MAC. That was in the shade Stay Curious. Both of these lipsticks are shades or variants of red, but they're a very orangey, rustic sort of red. I'm then going to take a Prolongwear lip gloss. MAC definitely does not do these anymore. This is in the shade Lasting Achievement. It's technically just a really dark purple lip gloss. You can use whatever you have. And I'm going to apply this only in the center of the lip to create a really deep sort of dimension right in the center of the lips. And this is how you achieve a really nice blurred out lip, is by putting all the depth in the center of the lip and then blending it out to the lighter shade on the outer portion of the lip. So this is the completed Bohemian Valentine's Day look. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and follow me on social media, like, comment, and share this video. And I hope you have an amazing Valentine's Day. Bye!